Hey there, it's Mark again. How are you? Welcome back to another brand DIY episode. Today, I want to give you some fresh pitch insights. And these are so fresh. In fact, I just got off a 2-hour mentoring call with a FinTech Accelerator, 3 companies that are going through their program, and want to share with you some of the learnings and some of the points that myself and the other mentors gave to these companies as they went through their pitches. Now, first off, I want to compliment the 3 companies that did their pitch for us today. They were asked to do 3-minute pitches. And if you've ever had to stand up and describe your life's passion in 3 minutes or less, you know that that is a really, really hard thing to do. So hats off to them for doing that. And there were some fantastic companies in there, all again centered around financial technology. There were companies that were helping people get into mortgages in an easier way, helping people invest in real estate in an easier way, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So some really good ideas. It's always fun to watch these pitches. So what did we learn? The first thing that we learned, I think the most fundamental thing, was that a 3-minute pitch is actually a really, really good idea. A couple of the people pitching expressed how uncomfortable they were with the 3-minute pitch format. And it is hard, but a 3-minute pitch is a wonderful thing because it helps you focus on what's essential, and that is the next 20 minutes. A 3-minute pitch is like a great print ad or a great television commercial. I was raised in the school of creating TV commercials. Everything that I said had to be said in 30 seconds or less. And it's a wonderful discipline. And it's great for helping you separate the wheat from the chaff, the important from the not so important. So that is a great benefit of doing a 3-minute pitch. And if you have a company, I would highly advise you to practice a 3-minute pitch, even if you're not pitching for investment dollars. Second thing, why a 3-minute pitch is important. A 3-minute pitch is important because if you do a proper 3-minute pitch, it's like a 30-second commercial. It takes you to a 20-minute pitch. Some of the founders of the companies were saying, well, I just can't get all the points out that I want to get out in 3 minutes. I need more time. And that's like a commercial for a car company. Can you tell me all the details of a new car in 30 seconds? Of course not. But that initial commercial should get you to provoking enough questions that they want to come back and ask you more questions. So that the 3-minute pitch is wonderful. 1, because it's a discipline, and 2, because it gets people, if you do a good one, to ask you questions. And suddenly, there you go. It's no longer a 3-minute pitch. Suddenly they're saying, hey, you know what? Forget the 3 minutes. We want to ask you questions. Suddenly your pitch becomes 20 minutes of Q&A, and you have an engaged audience, which is the win. If you can get investors or indeed anybody to ask you questions for 20 minutes, you are close to closing a sale. So what are some more things that I observed? There was one gentleman who was absolutely amazing at crafting hooks. And this is the power of doing a pitch that you do over and over and over again. The gentleman had one hook after another the way he described what the company did, the way he described why the company was created, the way he described the problems that consumers were facing. Every single one of the things that he said lodged themselves in my mind. And this is a testament to repeat, repeat, repeat. Think back to all the great works of literature. Think back to the holy books, the Bible, the Quran. And all of these have been passed on from generation to generation to generation. And each generation grabs the hooky bits and throws the other stuff away. So if you have a 3-minute pitch, recite it to a few people and then ask them what they remember. If they, like me, can recite back a cool anecdote about your target audience, a cool point about the pain they were feeling, a cool point about what your company does and what it does different and the traction you're getting, you have won. Try it out. Try your pitch out on a few people. See what they remember. Those are the hooks that you want to hang on to. Traction. Let's get on to another point that came across. I have seen so many pitches. I have seen so many pitches where possibly the most important point of the pitch, traction, is buried somewhere halfway through the pitch, just to be ignored. You know why? Because if you look at the classic pitch decks, like Guy Kawasaki's Only 10 Slides You'll Ever Need, those type of pitch decks, what they say is that you have to have the problem or challenge, the solution, the product, the business model, the go-to-market plan, and traction. So halfway through your pitch deck, you're talking about what could be the most powerful point of your pitch, which is how many folks like this stuff. And every single one of the people making their pitches buried their traction halfway through their pitch. And one of the things that all of the mentors did, we asked them to put that traction right up front, but do it in the way of a story. In one case, a company was ranked at the very top of their Google search pages. So he said, why the heck don't you start with that? Well, how does that make sense? We are ranked #1 at the top of Google search pages without paying a penny for SEO. How do we do that? Well, that's testament to a problem that's out there that a lot of people are feeling, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Suddenly, as an investor, I'm listening going, whoa, these folks are getting a lot of traction. 2, I'm beginning to understand why their product is unique. So there you go. Those are the points that I grabbed out of this 2-hour conversation and mentoring session with 3 great new companies from this FinTech Accelerator out of Montreal. I want to share it with you while it was still fresh in my brain. I hope there's some good learnings there. If you want more learnings, remember I'm putting together a 3-minute pitch package for people so that you can take some of these insights and apply them to your own pitch. If you want to know more, drop me a line. I'm always happy to talk about it. Take care.